Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome at International Conference Postgraduate Conference on Mechanical Engineering presentation. This is Nazmus Sakib, presenter of the paper ID IPC045. The title of our paper is Various Risks and Safety Analysis to Reduce Fire in Oil Refinery Plant. Mr. Zahangir, Nazmus, Sakib, Minarul and Mohammad Jalal Uddin are the co-authors of this paper. These are the content of our presentation: introduction, risks of oil refinery plant, safety assessment of refinery plant, resultant discussion, and conclusion. This is a schematic diagram of a oil refinery plant. We know that in a oil refinery plant, a crude oil is refining different kind of fuel, as like jet fuel, uh, diesel fuel, fuel oil, heavy fuel, gasoline, etc. This is not our main concern to discuss about the oil refinery plant, but this is our concern to know the idea about the oil refinery, because we want to make the safety analysis of this oil refinery plants. This is the true figure of petrochemical companies fire explosion. One is from China, that was in 2005, that is in Jalal petrochemical company and fire explosion. You can see figure 1, top figure, and second figure is for Jubilee petrochemical company in Saudi Arabia. It was happened in 2016 at April. A lot of people was died and a lot of people are injured, not only injured and died, but also the effect of the fire is, after the fire is heavier. We can see here in the next picture, you can see here the river water is polluted for the burning fuel and the oil, and you can see the firefighter are swimming in the river for uh, rescue a people. And for this region, we are very much concerned about the well, fire and safety analysis in oil refinery plant, and that's why this is our study. After this background, we want to reduce the oil refinery plant fire. And first of all, we try to find out the risks of the oil refinery plant, and for the risk assessment, we categorize 4 categories of risks. That's one is electrical, civil, chemical, and mechanical. Everyone has some sub section, as like electrical is subsection by short circuiting, high voltage and networking, whereas for civil this is the construction, and for chemical, excessive sulfur or excessive explosive uh, reagent. For mechanical, a mechanical device may be damaged or lubrication system may be fault. And most of the cases, the final damage or final risks will be happened by firing. So this is the risk factor. And for main identifying or data collection of the risk management, we are trying to uh, interview some employees of a renowned oil refined company in Bangladesh, and we collect the data from the employment questionnaire and sensation, and we get some data according to our questionnaire and sensation. And we can see here the most of the risks is happened for the networking of the oil refinery pipeline networking, and the construction basis is 9%, and for the networking this is almost 22%. This is the, and for the mechanical, the device maybe, and for the lubrication system fall, this is around 18%. And another one is bigger one is excessive sulfur for the chemical reagent, that is 13%. And you can see here lubrication system may be fall and damage, short circuit or high voltage. These are the risk factor, and we collected this data among the employees of the oil refinery plant. According to this risk factor, we trying to some safety measurement. We want to reduce the risks, and for this reduction, we have to maintain some safety assessment of the refinery plant. For the safety assessment, we categorize a few cases for the personal safety, plant safety, mechanical safety, and chemical safety. And this is the data from the employees also again, and here we trying to show that the for the safety measurement where we have to emphasize the percentage of the emphasize for the safety measurement. We can show here that the detector, that is around 24%, we have to emphasize on the detection in oil refinery plant. And the foaming, we know that the crude oil that is in liquid formation, and when it will be heated it can produce foam, and that for the foaming, it if we can control the foaming, it will be safe for 26%. And another section is carbon dioxide source, that is 4%, fog or steam, waste reduce, helmet for the head protection, mask for the nose protection, etc. According to the data of risks and safety analysis, we can uh, conclude here as a result and discussion that for the risk factor of electrical, chemical, mechanical, and civil factor, uh, most of the cases the effect are firing and temperature rising, and most of the cases the device may be damaged or production may be hampered. But for the solution here, for the electrical purpose, electrical equipment, our solution is something like that. For monitoring, used voltage regulation valve, used walkie-talkie instead of cell phone, because walkie-talkie is good enough for connecting one to another. And for the mechanical cases, these are a lot. There is a lot of equipment we can use here: X-ray test, magnetic test, USD test, and UV test, and also for maintaining the lubricating oil system, and also the maintaining the temperature in post welding heat template. And for the civil, and that solution or the construction based on the actual end of safety. And for the chemical cases, we can reduce this firing by monitoring the level of the reagent. This is our proposed fire hazard prevention and control model. For the fire control, we can divide this task into two ways. First of is fire prevention, and second one is firefighting. Before firing, we can do fire prevention. After firing, we have to manage the fire, that is firefighting. Before fire, we can see here we have to manage the plant, and the plant before starting plant design and plant installation. When we will try to plant make a plant, we have to proper design this one, as like the pipeline and instruction. And for the installation, we have to establish firefighting system, assist and control, and alarming systems. And we can divide our plant into various zones, as like safety zone, red zone, and emergency zone. And for the work section, we can here operation, maintenance, modification, training, motivation. And after fire incident, in we have to encourage them for the investigation, case identification, why the fire is happened, and step for the uh, rectification. And firefighting, if the fire already happened, then what should we do? Fire water reserve, uh, actually a water reservoir should be there, and piping fire network, fire vehicles, foam extinguisher, etc. In the conclusion, we are going to conclude here that every refinery plant should have an established fire alarm device, siren and whistle system present, written emergency plan in popular position. There should be a popular position in a poster form, maintain direct access building and location, warm security staff, and alarm to open the gates and doors. And in both the domestic and the individual areas, industrial area, fire is a preventable occurrence. Due to this case, massive losses are suffered by the industrial every year. To ensure the facility proper protection, each industry should have safety regulation, fire control and emergency preparedness evacuation plan. Thank you for watching this video.